All right, hey, Sean from Ed's Parts here. Today we're going to swap out the positive terminal that's in the DA8Z14526A fuse link that's on the Explorer, Flex, Taurus, Police Interceptors, MKS, MKTs, maybe another vehicle or two. Very easy. Instead of spending $40, $50, $60 for this integrated fuse, 15 bucks from Ed's Parts for the positive terminal, and you'll be able to correct the clean it up and get a nice clean terminal as opposed to that corroded terminal that may be in your vehicle. The thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative. Whenever you do this, you want to disconnect the negative terminal. That way, in case a wrench or anything touches that positive, you don't have a short out. So we're going to do that first. All right, so we've got the negative off. We've got that wrapped up so that doesn't touch anything. On the positive here, same thing. We're going to loosen the nut to loosen up that positive terminal. We'll take this off, disconnect the connectors, and then we'll swap this out. All right, we've got the negative tucked aside, wrapped up. You don't want that touching anything. On the positive, there's a few things. First, we want to just loosen up the wedge clamp, and that's going to come off. And then we've got a few connectors here that we're going to want to take off first. And this is a 10 millimeter socket that's good for all these nuts. Take this off. And then under here, come around here, you can see there's a bolt in here that's also going to be a 10 millimeter socket. We're going to loosen that up. And once that comes out, this cable comes out. There's a tab down here, just be careful. You should be able to just push that down and both those cables will slide out. And then we've got this back one. So there's two little spots here. One, well, if you want to come back over here, just take your thumbnail, press down on that tab. That's going to bring it out just a little bit. And then with the screwdriver, you just want to push that down, and then that connector comes out. So now, this one's not too corroded, but we're going to show a couple pictures. It could be corroded like this one, or corroded like this one. But with our new terminal here, we're going to swap that out for any of the different scenarios you may have, and you'll have a nice clean system. Now that we have this out of the vehicle, we're going to show you how to take this apart so we can remove the old terminal, put the new terminal in. Now yours is going to be corroded. It's going to be covered with that corroded mess. You're definitely going to want to wear gloves to protect yourself. But this is pretty easy. You're going to need your 10 millimeter socket again, and then a small flathead screwdriver. So the first thing we do is we take off this nut. And then we're going to have to disconnect this plastic cover so that we can remove the fuse bus bar. So you've got some clips down here. We're just going to want to pop those up. You can get the one side off. So we've got the right side off. We'll loosen up this one right here on the other side. And then the last corner is underneath here. So you're going to want to stick your screwdriver up there, loosen it, and it should pop off. You just got a little finesse, and then it'll come off. There you go. So the cover's off. Now we've got the bus bar, and this is going to come off. So you got two studs that are holding that on, and that should slide off. This may have some corrosion on that. Clean that up, with some Coca-Cola. That will take off any corrosion. Maybe grab some sandpaper, and you'll be able to clean up your bus bar and your fuse link. So then this will come out. We'll take our new terminal. You got a new nut that comes with it as well. Most likely the nut that's going to be on this is going to be a mess. So we'll slide that in to the spot. I'm going to drop that back in. Take our cover. Clicks right in. You got a new nut here. And then you got a second new nut in your bag as well that will go on this clamp as well. And so we'll just put this back in the vehicle, but you'll be good to go. Got our new cleaned up fuse link. We're just going to do the steps in the back in the reverse order. So first thing is we're going to take our 2-prong plug. That's going to go on the back side, right? And then you've got these two. You want to slide them in at the same time, because if you put this in first, you're not going to be able to get in this ring terminal into the second slot. So just put them both in at the same time. That's going to clip in there. We're going to want to bolt it to the bus bar. Just get it started. Tighten it down. Come back. All right, we'll slide that on the positive battery post. It's a little tight, so I'm going to loosen up the wedge clamp a little bit, just to get that down on the battery terminal. Okay, take that last cable, get that connected. You got a new nut, so this terminal set comes with 2 new 6mm bolts or nuts. So let's do this. Tighten it down that way. Good. Down on the battery post. You don't want to tap too hard, but we got it down a little bit. And then tighten that up. There you go. Got a brand new terminal there, cleaned up, ready to go. And then we'll reconnect the negative. Tighten that down. Also, the 10mm socket. And if you want, we do sell a combo pack that has both the positive for the DA8Z14526B, and then the other negative side, if that's corroded and you want to have 2 brand new terminals, BT4Z14450BA. That's it, not too bad, takes about 10 minutes. Hardest part will get the old corroded one off. That's usually the toughest, but thanks again. As always, battery terminals, fuses, wiring, fans, EDSparts.com. We're your power solution specialists. Thanks a lot.